Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you for giving us 15 minutes of your time tonight. My name is Whitney. I have been with Plexus for 9 years, just celebrated my 9-year Plexiversary. And I will tell you, this is one of the best decisions of my life. It has brought so many incredible blessings. And that's why we get so excited to hop on and share with other people, because this can be life-changing. And that may sound cliche, but when you hear more and more stories, you'll realize that even though all of our bodies are different and we struggle with different things, it seems like nowadays everyone is struggling with something, right? And we really do have something so special here that can balance our body in the most basic and important ways that can address so many things. And so that's what we're here to share with you tonight. We're going to keep it short and sweet, just 15 minutes. And if this is your first Pink 15, we're going to do a little giveaway. So please, if you would, if this is your first Pink 15, someone invited you here and this is your first Pink 15, please put your name in the chat and who invited you. Okay, so put your name, invited by your friend. And at the end, we're going to do a little $10 Amazon gift card giveaway, because who doesn't love Amazon? Then you can pick your own prize, right? So fun. All right. So we're going to hop right into some real life amazing stories. Tonight, we get to hear from my wonderful friends, Karel, who's in Canada, and Heidi, who is in Southern Utah, and my cousin. Actually, we didn't even discover that and become friends till Plexus. And then we discovered that we were distant cousins, which I think is super cool. So anyways, we're going to hear their just quick, brief highlights of their story and how this has blessed them. And then I'll share a little bit of mine and some basic info on our cornerstone products. And then we'll go from there, okay? So let's just go in that order if we can. Karel, do you mind going first? And then we'll have
I can go first
right
there. I can go
Thanks,
first.
friend.
As Whitney said, my name is Karel with K. And my story with Plexus actually started way before my actual story with Plexus started. A friend of mine had introduced me to Plexus a few years before I actually started. And she shared me that she'd heard about these products from Whitney, actually, that it might help me lose some weight. And as so many women do, that's what I was focused on. And well, the truth is, I didn't lose 20 pounds in a month, and I decided that these products didn't work. Not to mention that I took them very sporadically, really just when I remembered them, and which was I forgot quite often. And truth was, I think I was looking for a magic pill. But because of that, I started following Whitney on Facebook, and I couldn't stop reading her messages of hope and testimonials that sounded just like me. I was exhausted. I slept like crap. I was totally surviving on coffee, and my moods were all over the board. And honestly, I felt like the worst mom and wife to my family, and I yelled all the time. I felt like I wanted to go back to bed as soon as as my alarm went off. I was totally living in a fog. I was bloated all the time. I had the worst. I seriously don't think it could be worse than what I had. Acid reflux in the world. And I used to call myself the Zantac Queen with a Gaviscon chaser. And I literally used to drink or eat a bottle of Gaviscon a week just to give myself little 20-minute breaks in there. I even at one point went to my doctor and I said, like, what's wrong with me? And she gave me a very polite, you're just getting a little older. And I literally hated her for fluffing that off. I finally just hit a point of being sick and tired of being sick and tired after following Whitney for way too long. I was super skeptical, but I read about a 60-day money back guarantee. So I thought, what do I have to lose? So I reached out to Whitney, and that was 6.5 years ago. And I will never, ever go back to where I was. I wake up now feeling refreshed. I drink coffee just because I like to have a coffee in the morning, but if I can totally skip it if I'm on the go or don't have time. I'm off all my meds for my stomach and my reflux. I haven't touched my Gaviscon and all that in 6 years. I no longer have that mid-afternoon crash, and I no longer need a nap that like I was surviving on naps. I've lost over 25 inches, mostly off my midline. Doesn't show on this sweater because it's very big. And now really I'm just the fun mom, and I can have dance parties in the kitchen. And I really enjoy spending time with my teens. All in all, I really just feel good. It's what I
So,
wanted.
so good, Carol. We love it. We're so thrilled for you. Okay, Heidi, let's hear from you, friend.
Okay. So my timeline is similar. 6.5 years ago is when my official plexus journey started, and my mom suffered a stroke unexpectedly. My super healthy, everything looks great on the outside mom suffered a stroke and never recovered from it, ended up passing away. And that led me to get my blood work done. I was 38 at the time. And I got my blood work done and found that I had high cholesterol, high triglycerides. And it really just put me into kind of like a panic mode of like, oh my gosh, I'm only 38 and look what just happened to my mom and this is what's going to happen to me. And which obviously is not good to just like stress about it as well. So I thought I was going to have to get on medication. That's kind of what I was told was kind of my path, was that you have to get on cholesterol meds because it kind of runs in my genes. And that didn't sit right with me because again, I was 38 but I wanted to get healthier. So thankfully, one of my friends had just been introduced to Plexus, and she brought me over a pink drink and said, just try this. And basically what she offered me was hope, because she didn't know anything about it, other like how it was going to help her either. But I needed hope at that time. And I was like, okay. So I started with Plexus. I started with the triplex and the multivitamin X Factor. And that's the only thing I changed. I didn't change my diet. I didn't go into crazy, like cutting out stuff or exercising like crazy. I really just added in those supplements. And 6 months later, no, I think it had been 4 months after that, I went and got my blood work done again. And my doctor called me on the phone personally and said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because my cholesterol had dropped way into normal range. My triglycerides dropped in half. And I'm telling you, that's the only thing I had changed. And so for me, it was just like, this is my non-negotiable. I'm a lifer. And so it lowered my cholesterol. It has kept my cholesterol always, my blood numbers is always in a good range. My daughter, I have to put her story in there because I had been with Plexus for about a year. My youngest daughter at the time was about 9, and she had really bad eczema on her, like the inside of her arms and like her neck and the back of her knees. And she was really embarrassed because, so she'd always walk around like this. And I tried everything. Took her to the dermatologist. I tried all the expensive creams. We tried cutting out foods. And it didn't even dawn on me, like her gut, even though I had been doing Plexus for a year at that time, I was like, oh, your gut, like so many things are connected to our gut. So I started her on the probiotic. And I'm telling you, we had been going months of trying everything we could. And the probiotic, Probio 5, with her taking that, within a week, it had cleared up completely. And she still takes the probiotic at night, and she never has eczema flare-ups. And then the last thing I have to share, I could share forever because it's helped me and like so many members of my family, but I have to share my dad's experience because my dad's 85. And because I lost my mom, I told my dad, I'm not losing you too. And so you have to do this for me. And I just asked him if he would please just take the pink drink and the multivitamin because, he didn't have a wife taking care of him. And so, his bossy daughter told him what to do. And he had had a heart attack previously and was on medication and thought he just had to be on it forever because it was helping him not have another heart attack. And I was like, I don't think that's like has to be the case. And so he started taking the gut health supplements really religiously because I asked him to. And he's off all his heart medications. He actually did have to have a heart surgery 2 years ago, and no medications for him. So I love it. Gut health for the win, you guys.
Oh my word. Heidi, I have not heard that story about your daughter before. That just,
Yeah.
There's so many
It's
layers, right?
it's priceless to that because like I said, she was embarrassed. Like, and you're talking when you have skin issues, you can't hide that. Like you can't wear long sleeves in 110-degree weather in summer. And just the peace of mind of like actually helping her from the inside is really what it's about.
Oh, that is so beautiful. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. So anyways, a little of my story. I'll just throw in a few highlights here, and then I'm going to highlight some of our products. But you know, I'm same as Heidi. Like my whole family is taking these products. I have 3 boys. They're now all 3 adults, and I've got 2 little grandbabies. All of us are Plexus users, Plexus lifers. Like they've helped all of us in different ways. But you know what? I have shared my story quite a few times, and probably a lot of you have heard it before. My main issues were blood sugar. I had hypoglycemia issues that were miserable. I was chronically constipated and like dealt with a lot of fatigue. And I had no clue that even what gut health was. But you know what brought me to Plexus, actually kind of crazy, is we were in such a pinch financially due to circumstances beyond our control. We were in a situation where we were going to lose our home potentially. And, you know, we had lost a majority of our income really quickly that we couldn't replace. And so it was searching for opportunities to make income from home that led me to these products that literally changed all of our lives, my whole family. This saved my husband from a surgery. His triglycerides dropped over 100 points in 4 months. He was no longer a Diet Coke addict. And then my boys, like we each have such incredible stories, but I will mention my oldest son specifically, he was really struggling with some mental health issues. And I'll tell you as a parent, like nothing is more terrifying than hearing how much your child is suffering inside and not knowing what to do to fix that. And also he had miserable seasonal allergies. He'd had sinus issues his whole life that I just thought he had like, you know, like a deviated septum, like his grandpa or whatever, but turns out all of that was gut health related. And his life just took on a transformation so quickly. That is one of my greatest blessings that have come from this, because Heidi, like you said, to be able to help your child in a way that's natural without chemicals or side effects and without lifetime medication, like nothing feels better than that. And it is just, oh, the best. Okay, so we've got 3 minutes left. So I'm just going to really quickly tell you about our main cornerstone products, the heroes of Plexus, our triplex combo. It's 3 products. It's 1 yummy drink a day, or 2 if you prefer and you're really loving it like I do sometimes. Probio 5 and Bio Cleanse. Now, these 3 products, we offer a lot more products than this. We've got products for skin. We've got products for children. We've got products for weight management. We've got just all the things, the best multivitamins and omegas and all the things. But these 3 are what really are kind of the foundation for most of the incredible testimonies you hear. And here's why. These 3 products work together synergistically to address the big areas of health. We call it the BIG, blood sugar, inflammation, and gut health. When you have those 3 in alignment, like a triangle, that really gets your body back to factory settings, and it will work the way God intended it to. So that's what makes this so unique. Our Slim is a super yummy drink. It comes in 2 different versions, and whoever invited you can help you determine which one would be best for you. But pretty much everyone loves the flavors, and even children, so that's always a good sign. Its main focus is blood sugar and hormones. Some of the first things you'll notice with this drink is natural energy that extends throughout the day, less cravings, better sleep, better mood. And that's all science with these plant-based natural ingredients. Then these 2, these are companion products, the BioCleanse and the ProBio 5. They target gut health like no probiotic on the market, because this has added antifungals and digestive enzymes. So no matter how good your probiotic is, if you can't break through that candida yeast barrier, it's not going to really do you any good. So this is, it's like a probiotic in a whole new dimension. And that's where the amazing testimonies come from. And then the BioCleanse helps regulate your body both directions, whether you're going too much or not enough. This is not anything like a laxative or a cleanse that you should fear. It's very gentle, very natural. It's actually a magnesium supplement, which comes with so many health benefits, and it oxygenates your body, oxygenates your blood. So powerful. So the combo of those three, the triplex, so incredible. So you're going to want to talk to the person that invited you here and figure out what would be best for you. We've got some amazing sales this month. We do this every week, so please join us. Next Thursday, you're going to hear some different stories from different people. And one last thing before I let you go. I know we're over time, but what happens very often is once you start to realize how life-changing these products are, it just feels natural to share it with our loved ones. And right away, you should grab some accountability partners to do this with you. And Plexus makes it so doable for anyone, for this to be accessible for anyone, because they are so generous with our referral bonus program, our referral, sorry, I should call it referral program. Friendship bonuses, even just grabbing 3 friends to try this with you, that gives you over $300 to start. And we have such a great system to help you do so. So please talk to your friend that invited you here. If that's something you're open to, we can get you help in getting your products paid for very quickly. We often are able to do that within a week. Get you your money back on that first order and never have to come out of pocket again. That is definitely a goal for all of us, for all of you. So with that being said, thank you for being here. I'm going to pick a winner. So if this is your first Pink 15, I hope you put your name in the chat and who invited you. If you're still here, then I am going to pick one of you as a winner. So I have written down everyone that put their name in the chat. I've got 8 first timers here. How wonderful is that? So do you know what, Megan? Can you pick a number for me 1 through 8? I know you don't have my list, so without looking at the chat, just give me a number 1 through 8. 6. I can count. 6. Okay. So 2, 4, 6. Renee. Renee is our winner for the $10 gift card. Is Renee still here? Renee. Okay. Yay, Renee. All right. So who invited you, Renee? I'm going to ask them to connect us in a messenger chat so I can. Oh, is there more than one Renee? Oh, I have RENEE as the new first timer. Still on? Yes. Janelle, can you hook me up with her? Connect me with her? No? Whose guest is she? Let me look at the chat. Sorry. You guys can go.
I think it's Michelle Smith's guest. Is that right, Renee?
There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Yes? Okay, perfect. Stacy, you can get me connected then. Yay. Okay. Thanks for being here. Please join us next Thursday, same time, same Zoom link. And we can't wait to hear your story a few months from now. You're worth it. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks. Bye-bye.